Well, let's see how the survey went. The truth is that this video took a little longer, since I literally had to make a timeline, but without further delays, let's start with the video. I will divide the video into two parts, the before the engineer and the after the engineer. So let's go to the origin of the accelerator. We have to place ourselves before August 28, 2020. Here the accelerator begins to be mentioned by the developers. After making a decision to add it to the game or not, an answer is reached: add it. Well, the first ideas that were put on the table were the following. First, the mechanics and how the tower would work. Well, the tower started with these main ideas. I had planned to have drones, which would make it not have to recharge. Lock-on mechanics, which in short is why the accelerator when it attacks an enemy gets stuck in it. This tower would have two somewhat weak but good references. The first is that it would obviously be based on the Clash Royale spark, and the second would be that the weapon that uses the accelerator is inspired by the glue-on gun weapon from Half-Life. Lastly, we have a mechanic that ended up being discarded. We have that the damage of the accelerator would increase as it attacks an enemy. This was discarded because if they did this, the accelerator would look quite similar to the phaser from tower battles. With this, the developers had, on the one hand, the mechanics they would use to make the accelerator, but also visual references such as the Half-Life weapon and the Sparky one. From here they started to work, and it was not until the release of Hardcore Beta that this tower saw the light, but in a peculiar way. August 28, 2020, Hardcore Beta comes out, and with this the accelerator is presented in a somewhat limited way. This update came as always with some bugs. First, the accelerator earned money with summon enemies, and the one that is most remembered is the accelerator's recharge animation. When it was stunned, it continued to do the recharge animation, but well apart from this, the first accelerator skin appears, Hazmat, and of course there was also the Kirby one. But well, let's go to the most important thing, which is the statistics. The accelerator came out with these stats at max level. The total price for level 5 was 43k. The maximum damage it did was 25 and the lowest was 18, which made it have a maximum DPS of 234, an average of 201 and a minimum of 168 DPS. Well, you might ask yourself, why are there 3 DPS data? The answer is very easy. The accelerator when it came out had a random component, and if you remember well, one of the main ideas they had for making the accelerator was that its damage would increase. Although the developers did not add it as such, what they did is that the accelerator is fluctuating or changing its damage between 18 and 25. Well, to better keep track of the dates and all the changes that exist, I will divide them by stages. This stage, for example, will be from October 29, 2020 until March 12, 2022. October 29, 2020, we are in the Overhaul update. The first thing to mention is that on this date the Hazmat skin was deleted, and well beyond that is the important thing. Here the accelerator officially comes out, and of course I will say the final statistics of this stage. At maximum level we have the following changes. First, the rate of fire was changed from 0.08 to 0.058. The range went from 19 to 20. This makes the accelerator now have the following DPS. Maximum of 323, medium of 278, minimum of 232. To finish this stage, we have 3 last dates that are not so important. On the one hand, we have July 4th, 2021. This is when the first obtainable skin is added, Accelerator, the Magician. December 4th, 2021, another skin is added for the Eclipse event. This skin is the Eclipse. February 12th, 2022, the last skin of this stage is added, the Cupid skin. March 12th, 2022 to December 21st, 2022. And it is here, when the ranch rotted, April 17th, 2022, the engineer comes out, and what she brings with her no one expected. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. March 12th, 2022. Is this when the accelerator receives its first stat change in quite a while, but was it a buff or a nerf? Well, to give a conclusion at the end of the video, I would like to count only the nerfs to see if this meme is true. Well, this year the stat change was in fact a buff. What was improved was only the rate of fire. but it is not to celebrate either since, well, let's go to the next date. December 21st, 2022, the Accelerator receives its first nerf. And well, how did the Accelerator change? The changes here were the rate of fire, which also affects the DPS, and the price of the Accelerator was also modified, which in this case was an increase. To finish, we have two important dates. We have February 14th, 2023, where the Ice Witch skin is added, and May 5th. We could well say that May 5th is the point where the Accelerator becomes another tower. It could even be taken that it was a mini rework. I will start talking about the statistics first. We have a nerf here in terms of cost, but we will see later that there are other things to talk about. But yes, in general it became more expensive. But the important thing here is that the Accelerator until this update had the random component. It was here when the Accelerator stops depending on luck and has a base and unique DPS. If we compare the average of the past Accelerator with the DPS of this act, we have the following. Before we had an average DPS of 208, and now the base DPS is 286, which means that it does more damage than its average, so it would be a nerf and a buff. Another change that it received is that the attack time that the Accelerator had was replaced by the overload mechanic. And well, finally we have the minor changes, which are the name changes that their updates received. The name of level 1, 2, 4, and 5 was changed. New skins were added, which would be the navy and the red. Well, the next stage is from May 5th to August 5th, 2023. Good to get to the point, there are only two important things in this stage. May 12th, 2023, they add the duck skin. June 24th, 2023, they add the vigilante skin. The next stage goes from August 5th, 2023 to April 5th, 2024. The first important date is August 5th, 2023. Here the Accelerator has a change in statistics again. This is when the Accelerator stops having hidden detection level 0. This change was more of a nerf in price and range, although the level was buffed a bit for. September 22nd, 2023, the plushie skin is added. October 28th, 2023, a new skin called Ghostbusters is released and two problematic bugs appear. The first was a bug that causes the Accelerator to freeze when killing an enemy, and the second is that it did not correctly give you the money with the Accelerator in the Lunar Overture event. And well, after this, we have 4 more dates, of which 3 are skins. December 21st, 2023, they add the Legend skin. June 28th, 2024, they add the Elite skin. April 1st, 2024, they add the Speakerman skin. And finally, we have April 5th, which adds another skin again, which in this case would be the nuclear one. But apart from that, we have a change in the statistics. We have another nerf in the DPS, more specifically in the damage. It goes from 50 to 45, although it receives a buff in overload, going from 3000 to 3600. Last stage, April 5th, 2024. This is actually the current stage. In the previous stage, the last adjustment of statistics to the Accelerator was made until the date of this video, but we still have to mention 3 more dates that are really the last skins that this tower has received. May 4th, 2024, Senator skin. July 19th, 2024, Dank skin. August 9th, 2024, last skin added so far, the Fallen skin. And well, people, this is how we finish this journey of more than 4 years. I hope you liked the video, but without anything else to say, see you next time.